guys, yes, I am back with another video. And today I'm gonna be rating jobs I've had. Mind you, I've been working since 16 and I'm 21 now, so 5 years. 5 years of work. I don't play about that bag, okay? Anyways, so yes, before we get started in this video, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and follow my socials down below in the description. And yeah, let's see what jobs I've had and let's rate them. Now before I go to the first job, let me just change real quick. Welcome to Dunkin'. What can I get for you today? Yes, y'all. Yes. As you can tell, what does it say up here? My first job was Dunkin' Donuts. Yeah, so I had this job at 16 years old. I had to bring out the uniform because I still have it. Okay. You've got this. Literally, I got the uniform. So yeah, my first job was at 16. It was Dunkin' Donuts, and I worked there until I was 18, until I moved to a different state for college. Okay, and it was fun. It was fun, you know? I got to work, well, I put my friends onto the job, not too much, okay? I started working there first, and then my friends came along, and it was fun. It was like it was chill. Only thing is they would have me working like, I guess like 1 day a weekday, I believe. And then the two days on the weekend, early in the morning. But the weekday, they'll have me like closing. Until 10 o'clock, they'll have me closing. So that involves me like mopping and sweeping. That was my job every day. Damn, can I get something else? I will be mopping and sweeping. Mind you, I was on Accutane and my back was hurting. So I was like bending down, mopping and sweeping, and my back was hurting, but it's okay. It's okay, we made it through. But yes, and then after I mopped and sweep, at the end, I would have to throw away the garbage by myself in the dark, all the way down this hill in the parking lot, and there'd be raccoons over there. And then you know what's funny? I had a raccoon jump out at me one day. Ew. But anyways, the job was fun regardless of me staying late on a weekday, on a school day, whatever. It was fun. I was a little chubby because I used to eat all them donuts, all them bacon, egg, and cheese croissants, all them refreshers, anything I could make. And when I tell you, I have that menu on the back of my head because listen, if you ask me to make an iced caramel macchiato, I can do it for you. And it won't be bad. Because some of these Dunkin' workers can't make nothing for themselves. But yes, the job was fun. I got to work with my friends. Me and my friends even made a movie at one point. If I can find it, I'll show you guys. But yeah, it was fun. I worked with my friends. I'm gonna say it again. It was basically like us teenagers running the store. That sounds bad, but we did it though. We did it. I was so dedicated to that job, like it's crazy. I even went into work with my friend during a snowstorm. Mind you, nobody was there. Nobody was coming in. I just went into work because I needed that money, okay?
This girl, bro. Yo, the things we do for this
Walk
job.
a mile in these Louboutins.
So, what do I rate my first job out of 10? Let's see. I give it, since it was my first job, I give it like a 8 out of 10. Only for the reason that I got to work with my friends. That's the only reason, because we was lit in there. It was fun. It was like our little store. But even though there'd be some problems sometimes, but I digress. My friends and I, we had a good time. My favorite ice cream was the butter pecan, whatever. Okay, con. That or I used to like, we used to have this one called, because it was like a Dunkin' and Baskin Robbins combination. And we used to have this one called Beach Day. Oh my gosh, if you find a Baskin Robbins with Beach Day, I put you on. Go get it. It's like blue, so now you know. But anyways, this is the end of me talking about my first job at Dunkin' Donuts. And let's go to the next one. Actually, I'm gonna keep this on because the next one is kind of problematic. So yeah, the next one I used to work for a gym over the summer. I used to work for Dunkin' 2020, like right after, like during COVID. Oop. And then until 2022 where I graduated and then I moved in July. And then did I have a job? I had a job. Yes, I was working at, we gotta switch. Nope, I lied. I didn't have a job July 2022 because we moved. And then I went to Rolling Loud, which you saw in the last video. And then I started school the next month, so I couldn't even get a job because who wants to hire me with such short term, you know what I mean? On to the next summer. So yeah, this job was kind of problematic for me on my behalf because I was fired. I was fired, okay? I'm not gonna say the name for who I worked for, but I was fired. It was a gym. That's all I'm gonna tell you. That's the only hint I'm gonna give you. It was a gym. And yeah, I was fired, but the job was fine. The job was fine. It was like us going around to like people and getting them to sign up for our gym, even though the gym wasn't open, but getting them to sign up for like our promos and to put their email on the list so they can get notified when we opened. But my only problem was, it was just a lot of people to talk to and all these no's, like, it was just like, no, 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 I couldn't take it. I couldn't take it. I couldn't take it. So we had to go to like different stores, Walmart, Target, all these places, walk around the plaza we were in, and like have basically talk to random people, go up to them and be like, hey, would you like to sign up for this gym? Would you like to sign up for a promo? Yada, yada, yada. I don't know. I was just like, I'm not, so the thing is, I like to talk to people, but when you constantly get no's and have to talk to these random people that are just like, I don't know, I would feel weird if someone came up to me and was like this and that, yada, yada, yada. But that's me though, that's me. I understand, like I would have to go up to like these people, I don't know, these people sometimes like frying, like I just want you to sign up for that gym, okay? Just kinda, I gave up. Like in the beginning was fine. I was literally the one meeting the lowest quota. So the firing was coming eventually. And there was like one time we had to hit like 400 people that we signed up between all of us. Y'all was doing a lot. I'm sorry, y'all was doing a lot. So that's that. To rate it out of 10, I give it a 6 out of 10 because the people were nice. The people there were nice. It was cool, it was fun. You know, they were older, but not older, but like a couple years older. I give it a 6 out of 10 because of the people, but the job itself, I give it a 0 out of 10. It was just all these talking to people. It was like a sales job, which I'm not up for, okay? I'm not up for getting people to sign up. Like, oh, please leave them alone. On to the next job, which happened okay, so Dunkin' was 2020, year of 2020 to summer of 2022. And then this gym job was summer of 2023 to summer 2023. It just happened in summer, like a couple months, literally. And then after I was fired, I got another job. So let's switch into that. Can you guys guess what job this is? Can you guys guess what job this is? What symbol is that? Walmart! But yes, after I was fired, I went on to a new and better job. Mind you, the other job was paying me $14 an hour. This one was paying $18.75. I was getting money, okay? So I worked at Walmart that same summer of 2023, right after I was fired, and I applied for a remodel associate. Do I look like I know construction? So yeah, I applied for remodel associate. It was an overnight job. Yes, it was overnight. 48 hours a week though, as it should, okay? I don't need like full-time position.
And she was like, oh, you should go to Idaho. Because they're on strike over there and they're paying $311 an hour.
You're lying.
Like,
Let's make a trip.
Let's go.
I'm serious, let's go. $300! I'm saying I'm getting money $18 an hour.
Yeah.
Go, I'm dead serious. We can eat some Idaho potatoes. Sorry y'all, my mom came in my room and she was talking to me about like a nurse is going on strike in Idaho and how much they were paying. Woo! I should have became a nurse. Back to what I was saying. Back to my Walmart job. If you guys forgot. The people were nice. But, you know what I did like? It was like, so we all got split up. And it was me and another woman. We got split up. And it was just us two working in this room as we should. It was so easy. Nobody was watching us. We were on rush. Like, we was on our own timing. And we ate. Nicole, we ate. Everybody else was like in big teams. He knew to put me with Nicole, okay? Because we were the fastest ones there. We the best one there. We didn't play when it came to that. I was always on my A game, you know? I was literally like lifting up the shelves, putting it in, putting new ones in, taking the heavy ding, taking fixtures off, putting like, removing prices of things, putting prices in, putting where things need to go, taking the pallet jack, throwing the cardboard away. I was like Candy Manny at that job. Right now, let's rate this job. So the job, I rated, I give it like a 8 out of 10. It wasn't bad. I like the fact that nobody was on top of me and the fact that I got to do what I got to do. You know what I mean? Like I was working with technology, which I do like. Me and Nicole, we worked very good together. We did what we had to do. And yeah, that's about it. So I give it a 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10, to be honest. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. Oh, let's go to the next job. Okay, guys, guess what job this is? Target! Yes, so next summer 2024, I actually worked for Target, Walmart's competitor. Oh. So yeah, next summer I worked for Target. It was only like a couple weeks, to be honest, because I didn't like the pay. It was a little short. It was like $15 an hour because I'm so used to $18.75. It was $15 an hour, and then I didn't have 40 hours a week. My full-time wasn't guaranteed. It was like maybe 20 hours to 36 hours, which I'm like, come on now, I need my money, okay? So it didn't last long, but what they had me doing was like produce, but they had me also like training for the other sections that they are as well. My first days I would go in, learn the produce, like the milk, how to take stuff out, how to take the inventory out, how to redate it, how to throw it away, how to go back in and out with the, you know, dates. Let me tell you something. That freezer was cold. And then mind you, I would wear this short sleeve, no jacket, in that freezer, and I would be freezing, trying to take the stuff out and put it in the cart so I could take it back outside. I was really good at like checking the inventory with the phone and then seeing if we have it outside in stock and then putting it back in stock, yada yada yada. After the first few days, it was me by myself and I was kind of confused, low-key, but I got the hang of it. But I do remember it was when I went to the cashier. Oh, that was weird. I was low-key nervous. Are you done? Right. So I would get a little nervous, even though I worked at Dunkin', and I would be like, hey, what can I get for you today? Every day, every morning, every hour, every minute. I don't know why I was so nervous. Maybe because I haven't done it in a while. But anyways, I say that, but I was literally working a sales job last summer ago. I did have to leave a couple weeks after because of the fact, it was like 2 weeks I stayed there. Because I kind of went somewhere else. They don't know that. They don't know that. And you'll see when I'm done talking about Target. Oh, I was mostly produce. They kind of had me training other things like GM, general merchandise, the register. And yeah, I kind of wanted to do online ordering, but I don't think I did. Unfair. Let's rate the job though. Let's rate the job. I give it maybe a 6 out of 10. Due to the fact that I wasn't really trained a lot. But I guess because I didn't stay as much, like I stayed like 2 weeks literally. I went, joined, and then I left right away. I guess maybe that's why it's so low and I didn't get enough training for each department I was doing. I didn't even get to meet a lot of people there. I met like maybe like 1 or 2 people there. I would like to meet more, you know, but I only stayed there for 2 weeks, so I don't blame them, I blame myself. And yeah, let's see what's the other job I went to after the 2 weeks I stayed at Target. So you'll be surprised what it is. Yep, as you guys can tell, I went back to Walmart. Sorry, Target, sorry. While I was working at Target, I noticed that Walmart actually had another remodel associate position in another location nearby, which was like 10 minutes, 12 minutes from my house. So I applied while at Target, and I got the job. And the thing I like about Walmart is like, it was a phone interview. It wasn't even like nothing crazy. She just hired me right on the phone. As she should though. Working at Walmart at the remodel associate, I'm like, okay, I know how to do this. I know how to take up some shelves, put the stuff together, put some fixtures, change the prices. I was like, shit, I'm used to this, not new to this, okay? I went in, I only stayed like 2 weeks at Target, like the first 2 weeks of May, and then for the rest of the summer, I worked here at Walmart nearby me as a remodel associate. So the pay was actually less than what I was getting paid at the other remodel associate position in the other Walmart. It was like $16.25. I'll take it though. I'll take it. As long as it's not 14 under, I'll take it. No taxes taken out. Don't tell IRS. I met some nice people. I met some amazing people. Like those people that I worked with have good hearts, and it was fun. It was like I had people that were my age working there. It was fun. They went bowling one time. I didn't get to go. I overslept. It was pretty easy. I would like sneak around and hide the whole night. Nah, I'm joking. It was so fun that at the end when I was leaving, they had a cookout for us because we were like ending, the position was ending because the remodel associate thing, like we kind of finished it. They had a cookout for us. We had some desserts, some cheeseburger in the night. It was like a 2 o'clock in the morning cookout. And after I went home that day, and then I said goodbye to Walmart. What do I rate this job again? Remodel associate at a different location. I rated, let's do an 8.5 out of 10 because the people were nice. I had a good time. At first I was quiet and I didn't know what to say. Like, you know, I'm shy. And I got to open myself up more, and they really made it possible because I met some nice people there. Now, let's talk about what my current job is. Yep, I'm back in my regular clothing. So my job doesn't actually have a uniform, and I currently at school. So my job, the job I'm talking about now is the job I have currently while I'm in school in college. And the job I have is I work at a nonprofit, and this nonprofit is essentially like an after-school program for kids from K all the way to 8th grade, and they come, we do homework with them, we do any activities with them that are actually beneficial to them, like yoga, dancing, drumming, you know, something that's not boring but also productive as well. And then we give them dinner, then we send them home, and we also help them combat certain issues in the community like food insecurity, problems with education, and yeah, just trying to boost the community in a way. But yeah, that's the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed me rating my jobs that I've had since 16 all the way up to 21. Yeah, a crazy 5 years, I know. I felt like Trish from Austin and Ally. Guess who got a job? 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 A new job every summer. Literally. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed my video of me rating my jobs that I had from age 16 all the way to 21 currently. That's a good 5 years, I know. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and follow my socials down below in the description. And yeah, until next time, bye.